This video is made for changing the power dynamic and a no contact from dealing with grief, rejection, to switching the power back to you as acceptance and learning how to move forward. The reason why no contact is so difficult, especially if you're the dumpy, is because you're dealing with loss. And dealing with loss underneath the human condition, especially if you study like somebody like David Hawkins, the map of the consciousness, is that we as human beings have a hard time dealing with loss, as in like grief or death, loss as in you become disfigured from an accident, loss as in separation. So when you're dealing with somebody who was in your life and they broke up with you, especially, and you didn't have any say, you're going to have a sense naturally that it's going to feel like that this person or a friend has like died off. And what happens is we end up suppressing things as human beings because we haven't like dealt with some things, and we have a compound emotional state that happens. And then we end up, I guess it's okay to say if you freaked out for a little bit because you got caught off guard, because we compartmentalize things. You know, even when we were younger, you might have lost somebody in your family and you wasn't sure what it meant then. And then when you get older, you might have gotten this relationship and you lost, and then like all these losses compound in one thing. So you're all like, oh my God, why do I feel this way? Like about this, like, why is this bothering me? Why is this taking so much energy from me? And the biggest thing that I'm trying to help you with this video is that you have to get out of this state, because this state is not healthy. This state is not going to make you productive. This state is keeping you in the past, longing for somebody who does not want you in your life, longing for somebody who wanted you to exit. And I think a lot of the no contact videos, they talk about, bettering yourself, which I'm totally okay with, and re-attracting your ex. I'm not saying that you don't do that, but I'm just saying you should not hyper focus right now on your ex. You should accept the feelings. See, that's the first thing you have to do. You have to accept how these feelings come in wave. Like if you dealt with death, it's going to hit you out of the blue. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it helps when somebody's passed away that you look at a picture, that you think about a good memory. Just because somebody's break up with you, you don't have to have this negative connotation that everything was bad. Plus, why do you want to harbor that energy? Why would you want to carry energy that somebody you were with in your life, that you pretended like everything was bad? Because everything wasn't bad, because you two got to a point where you thought you were in love, and probably the reason why it hurt is because you saw a future that was included with them. But when the person exited before you, which hurts the ego, especially dealing with a man, it's going to hurt a man's ego. Because men, we are ROI, we are return on investment. Things could be hitting the fan, shit's not going good, but we realize life is ups and downs. It's ups and downs. And sometimes women are a little bit more emotional, with all due respect. So now you're at this place like, okay, what happened? You just lost your power. You lost your power because somebody broke up with you. You grieve somebody that died. You lost your power because this person left. Like, I lost my grandmother. So it's like you start to think about, I wish I had this time to do these conversations. I wish I had another chance to do this. And so what you're doing is you're living in this sense of the past. And this past is just all regret, because I wish I did this better. I wish I did that. And what you're doing is hyper focusing, and you are shrinking yourself into fault finding that everything that you've done wrong. And that is not the way for you to move forward. But I'm here to tell you that to get your power back about how strong you are is you have to embrace the feelings. Then you have to realize, what do you miss? Don't stop blaming yourself about what you missed about the relationship. Just say it. This is what I miss. And I appreciate this person for this experience. But it is time for you to get your power back, because I promise, when you focus on you becoming happier, when you focus on becoming healthier, when you focus on moving forward and not even focus on trying to move forward to get them back, even though people could say there's motivation, honestly, it's not even about that. Because if you have to look yourself in the eye and you promise to become the best version of you, it is going to be extremely difficult for you to be with somebody who left you. And especially when you felt like it was out of the blue. And most of the time when this whole thing happened with a breakup, when a person broke up with you, they didn't even break up with you at your worst point. They broke up with you and maybe you was going down like this, but you started to come up. And you're like, oh, now it's time for me to exit. But it is not for you to blame them. It is not for you to stay in the state of grief. If you stay in a state of grief, you stay in the state of the past. If you stay in the state of the past, you stay in the state of anger. If you stay in the state of anger, you're going down the consciousness, the map of consciousness. You got to rise up. So you got to hit like courage. Okay, see, now it takes courage to move on, right? And it takes courage to realize it's going to take you more time to move on, since you were the person that got dumped. The dumpee will try to move on. The dumper is going to seem like they're going to move on faster. But you as a dumpee, take this chance to look within and to realize I need to get my power back, because my power is with my purpose. My purpose needs to feed my happiness. Like, what is the reason that I'm here? You know, like, it's great to have somebody, but the most important relationship that you need is with yourself. You have to learn how to fall in love with yourself. When you fall in love with yourself, you will never put anybody in a pedestal. You have to realize that you got to take care of you. And taking care of you is going to take work. And sometimes when we get on this path where we're trying to reach enlightenment, self-actualization, purpose, etc., you ever notice when you're doing well, that's when people come around? Even when you're not trying, because you become so much more attractive. And you have to realize that energy that you producing doesn't come with a day. That energy is something that can't be fake. It's authentic. That energy takes time. And if you're looking right now and you're watching one of these videos, I'm telling you, you head down the right path. I'm telling you, this is the place that you have to be. I'm telling you, don't be mad at your ex. I'm telling you, rejection is just a season, because the next season is going to be acceptance. It is not from other people. It's acceptance of yourself. It's acceptance that you don't have to say, well, I close this and I'm starting something new. No, that was just a part of your life that you can learn from. Use that experience as a way to become a better person in the future. Take this chance of no contact. Take this opportunity when you have this time to search yourself within and realize what you love about yourself. I believe in you. But the most important person that has to believe in you is yourself. Peace.